Hey, this is Jay with Hurgle Studios, here to walk you through some strategies for solving a king Sudoku. Let's have at it. As usual, I'll start by filling in all the possibilities and then clearing them out one by one from the grid. 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 5, 2, 3, 7, 9, 4, 2, 5, 1, 6, 8, 1, and 9. We'll give the grid a cursory glance and see if we can find any standing out singles that are not filled in where there's only one possibility, and it doesn't look like we have any right now. In King Sudoku, in addition to the row and column and square containing each digit once and only once, no number can be a king's move away from itself, that is, within one square diagonally or orthogonally. Kind of like the regions, just every number has its own region. So with that in mind, where is a good place to start? Let's see, we've got this 9 here, and this 9 here, mean that the only place we can have a 9 is there on the left side. Can we gather anything else about the 9s? Well, this 9 and this 9 mean that those two have to be 9s. Aha! This 2 and this 2 mean that in the bottom square the 2 has to be in the center. It can't be here because there's already a 1, and it can't be at the bottom because that would be ruled out by this 2. So the only spot we can put a 2 in the bottom center square is in the middle. That gives us this 7, and we can chase some of the singles around the board here. Now we have a 4-5 pair at the top. Both of the squares there must be a 4 and a 5, which means there can't be a 4 or a 5 anywhere else in that square, or a 4 or a 5 anywhere else in that column. That also reveals we have a 3-8 pair there. That has to be a 3 and an 8, whichever one is which. So we can't have another 8 in that column. That gives us a 1 here because it's the only thing that can go there. This 3, 7, 8 triple means that none of the rest of the squares can have a 3, a 7, or an 8, leaving this as a lonesome 5. And that gives us a 2, 4, 6 triple over here. These have to be a 2, a 4, and a 6, which means that we can't have a 2, a 4, or a 6 anywhere else in that square. Gives us a lonesome 5 and a lonesome 3, giving us a 1, 7, 8 triple at the bottom. That means that we can't have a 7 or an 8 there. This has to be a 4. We have a set of 3, 6, 8, 9 in these 4 squares in this column. That means this cannot be a 3, 6, 8, or 9, forcing it to be a 7. This 2, 4, 6 set They overlap in what squares they impact here. This cannot be a 2, a 4, or a 6. Six, seven, eight. Ooh, there's a set. A 6, 7, 8 triple means that none of the other squares can have a 6, a 7, or an 8. That gives us this 1, 3 pair, which means there are no other 1s in this square. The only cell in this entire square that contains a 7 is down here at the bottom center. And putting that in turns that into a single 8. We can fill that in and then chase some singles around the board a little bit. As we do that, you'll notice that it carries over. You'll find a lot of them in a row right after each other. So we'll fill in all of those that get revealed to us. We have a 1, a 6, and a 2, a 1 and a 3. Down here we have a 5, a 9, an 8, and a 1. And then we need to eliminate some of the other possibilities. We have a pair of 4 and 6 here vertically, which means nothing else in this column can have a 6 or a 4. And that may be enough to solve the puzzle. Let's see. That gives us a 4 and a 5, which gives us a 6 and a 9. That gives us this 4, a 2, a 4, a 6, a 4, another 6, and the final 2. And there you have it, solving a king Sudoku using the techniques of pointing partners and finding the singles. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on the site.